Ron Pierce has been here for the hot and cold weather. Ron, how does the cold weather and strong winds affect the driving strategy that you have here at the Meadowlands?
Well, when it's cold and windy, you're looking for or I'm always looking for like a live helmet, preferably. With the cheaper horses especially. Some of the war horses, the tougher horses that are classed horses, they could buck the wind and still have pace in the lane. But the cheaper horses, you definitely should find some live helmet and some cover, that helps them get around there a lot.
Dan, how does the cold weather and the strong winds affect your driving strategy here at the Meadowlands?
But sometimes you don't want to be in front or first over. You got to keep him covered up and hope for some room at the end.
Obviously, it's not as comfortable out there when it's cold and windy, but you still got to get a horse in a good spot, and the wind is always a factor, and it depends on the direction of the wind, but usually you can't come from too far back in the wind.
Absolutely, it does. It makes a difference whenever the wind's in your face down the backside. You try not to be out, first up into the wind, and try not to do all the work in the wind. So, also when the wind's at your back coming for home, it does make your horse, pace a little faster, but it does for everybody else. But it does make a difference, but it's equal for everybody.
Depending on which way the wind's blowing, it does have a big effect on how you want to race your horse. But, depending on the situation and where you draw, sometimes you're forced to move into the wind or make decisions that you really don't want to, but it definitely plays a big factor.
It always depends from night to night. The track comes out, the winds and things like that. You definitely try to look at the first couple of races, see how it went, and try to drive accordingly that way. For the first 3-4 nights of the meet now, it's been playing out. You got to be up close, but you can't really be on the front first up. No, it's okay if you come first up late, so you definitely try to adjust that way.
Well, the cold weather really doesn't, affect it at all. It's definitely the winds. I mean, when it's blowing in your face down the backside, you want to use your horse as little as possible into the wind, and try to poison. Try to poison for the top of the lane. You don't want to use them hard going into the wind because you won't have anything at the top of the lane.
Bob, not really that much. A lot of times you got to go by which way the bias is. You pay attention if you're not racing early, see which way the bias is going for the races, and you adjust yourself that way during the evening.